guys, I am here with some new Mythic Legions figures. My husband got these from our friend Travis this past weekend, and he was showing me them last night, and we were like putting them together with their weapons and stuff, and I was like, you guys have to see these. I have to make a video because they are so freaking cool. You guys are gonna love them. So this is a newer wave, and I think the wave is called Illythia wave. And these are just some of them. My husband, he got mostly good guys. He got one bad guy because all the bad guys look like they look like vampires. So this is one of the card backs, but the bad guys are way too scary for him to have. So we got the woodland creatures of the good guys instead, like I said, aside from the one bad guy. But I think that this is Illythia. This is like the bad guy goddess girl, the bad girl, but we didn't get her, but she looks really cool. And then her horse, my husband said her horse is so scary. Okay, there's not a picture of her horse on here, but she has a horse and super scary. Anyway, I'm going to show you the ones that we got. So all the characters come with the same card back. This is like the front part where it has the figure. It has like this dragon, a super creepy demon guy, just a really cool backdrop for the figure in the front. And then again we have that goddess in the back. This is the same for everybody, and then they have all of these characters along the side that go in this wave. They have a bio kind of for like the whole idea of Mythic Legion, and I am going to try to read it to you guys. So once there was an age so far distant that only its stories remain. These are the story of Mythos, a peaceful kingdom populated by great beasts who walk side by side with women and men in a harmonious land, brimming with joy and prosperity. But these stories also tell a vast and terrible evil armies sent to destroy the kingdoms of Mythos and all who call them home. These stories immortalize the names of Leonidas, Basila, Zlanya, and Ethron, the brave beasts who stood up and fought the dark forces threatening their beloved land of Mythos. Their bravery saved Mythos, but sadly, after their stories ended, the land would remain forever stained by a darkness that will never be forgotten. Now, a new story is being written. As memories of the ancient ages have faded over time, so have those of the great beasts that once walked the earth. In their wake, 4 massive legions, each dedicated to the memory of one of the brave defenders of yesteryear, have assembled. Over the centuries, these legions have relegated evil to living in the darkest corners, far from the noble kingdoms of Mythos. But now, an uneasiness stirs and casts a dark shadow over the land. Fueled by whispers of the return of the ancient evils, Paxus, Illythia, Arthur, and Necronominus, the evil masses, have mobilized their own armies dedicated to ushering in their master's return. The stage is now set for the greatest story of all, as good and evil clash in an epic battle to determine the destiny of Mythos, the story of Mythic Legions. So, and that's what Mythic Legions is about, and let's check these guys out. So that was the leader of the bad guys, right? That goddess. I think that this is kind of like the leader of the good guys. So she is Princess Silvercord II. So she is in line to be the princess of, or be the queen of the land. So I'm going to read her bio, then we'll check her out. The road to being crowned queen of Zlanya has been anything but straight for Princess Artemis Silvercord. The mounting pressure of royal responsibility and public scrutiny have chipped away at the warrior in training's young and impetuous spirit. The discovery of the Soul Spiller and Illythia's impending return have now thrust upon Artemis a renewed sense of dedication to her role as a leader of Mythos, as well as her willingness to step up and take action. A fairy elf As a fairy elf, Artemis now must rely more than ever on the strengths and powers of both her elven and fairy ancestry to bring her courage in the darkest of hours. So on the bios and the story is just really cool because you really, even just in that, you can really like get an idea of their story and their feeling of what's going on. But anyway, these are amazing. The detail and just the detail and the art of all of these is just really cool. So her loin stuff has little wires in it, so you can really pose and bend. Like she could be looking like she's in the wind. That's really cool. Her shin guard things are really awesome. She has like little I first said that they were wings. They're like little leaves on the sides. Her boots are awesome. These figures have incredible articulation. Like everything about them moves. She has a little quiver for her arrows. We got her wings on. These are really awesome. They're translucent, like kind of like purpley. Oh, her little arrows are in the way. They're like purple colored. They're so cool. And her hair looks awesome. I love the braids. And then she has like this antler deer head clip that looks really cool. Her crown is really awesome. I am in love with this figure. I think it's really cool. Like literally I could go through everything about her. It's really awesome. She has little details of like the antlers and stuff on her side, and then kind of like a Celtic design on her, like as decoration on her shoulders and different things. But she is just really cool. She has purple lipstick. She is just super cute. And she comes with this big sword, and then she also has this bow and arrow that looks really awesome. It's like this huge antler rack, and then they have these super delicate arrows. My daughter and I, they have little spots. I think you can see that they have little spots that these arrows can go in, and my husband totally blamed us for bending the arrows, but I'm like very sure that they want you to be able to do this. I mean, how cool is that for posing? So that is really cool. I love everything about her. Let's move on to Krotos. So this guy is also one of my favorites. He looks so cool. He looks like a little general or something. But let me read you his bio and then I'll tell you about him. So brimming with, hold on, I told you his name, right? Krotos. Brimming with mysterious, archaic magic and an unmatched connection to the landscape of Zlanya. The harvest court of Embryon boasts some of the more eclectic warriors and uniquely skilled members of Zlanya's flock. Krotos is no exception. By channeling the skill and knowledge of his ancestors, he is a powerful healer of great renown. Although often at odds with his natural tendency towards a surly demeanor and a short temper, it is Krotos' compassion and empathy as a healer which truly defines him. So he is just so cute. I want his purse or his bag for me to have a purse because it is so cute. Again, with like some of the Celtic looking like designs and stuff on it. That looks really cool. This is removable. I love his staff. I think that this looks so cool. It's kind of like Rafiki or something, but it has like these little balls and stuff that are hanging off of him. He has this axe as his weapon. His feet are so cool. Like, I don't know. It's just really neat. His hooves, and they have tons of articulation for posing. His outfit is super cute. He has these shoulder things on, but you know what? I wonder if he one of them came with different ones, but I'm not sure. But these ones are really cool. And they are like a copper color, and then they have the green accents. And his face is just so cool for being like this healer and this wise person. His expression totally fits that. He is just really, really neat. Should we go in line of all the ones that I think are the best, and then we'll go to the ones that I don't? This moose is amazing. Let me see. Okay, so maybe he doesn't have a bio. He doesn't need a bio because he is really, really awesome. But this moose is so cool. His name is Alder. And oh, here's the picture of that goddess's this goddess's horse. So creepy. I seen her online and I thought it looked really cool. Anyway, this moose Alder is incredible. Like, just how, if you guys could feel how heavy this is, it's just like super, super solid. But he is so cute. I love his antlers. I mean, they are huge. I love everything about the design of his saddle. His neck piece here, like his bridle stuff, is just so cool. I love the colors of him. He's just really awesome. He has this teeny tiny little tail. But yeah, and then again, like he can move any way. He's just very, very cool. They even have like I don't even know what these are called, but the details are just so awesome. So my husband was disappointed, but I don't like the centaur quite as much as I like the moose, but still very cool. Again, like just super like substantial. Like these are just really awesome, well-made figures. His tail is super cute and it goes up and down really easily. I do like his hooves and the little hair that's coming off of him, but he does look really cool. He's just not my favorite. This looks like a trident to me, which was also very controversial to my husband. But I just think of this end as being more mermaid-ish, but that's okay. He's really cool. His black sword totally makes up for it because that thing is really cool. You know what? I bet his info is on this one. So, his name is Apharius, and he is mighty and mysterious. The elusive centaurs of Ambrion are just as notable for their sheer power as they are for their connection to the creatures of the realm. A boisterous and lively soul, Apharius, the stable lord of the harvest court, is responsible for training the horses and great steeds of Zlania. It was Apharius, in fact, who trained the fabled steed Alder that Lord Bardrick sent as a gift to Artemis Silvercord as a symbol of his people's fealty. So Alder is this princess's moose that she gets to ride. That's really cute. So again, all of the details of their culture, I guess you would say. Like, I love the leaves that are on the sides with his antler, and just the colors of him are really, really cool. He has a little quiver too that hooks onto his leather belt, but he's pretty cute. The more that I look at him, I guess he is pretty cute. But yeah, so let's see. Our bad guy fell. So let me see. Now I'm gonna probably have a hard time with everybody. Let's see. Okay, so this is the one bad guy that apparently my husband was okay with getting, because maybe he was like the least scary of them all. So this is Valic. Stealthy, nimble, and cunning, Valic, the tracker of the white spine. Tracker of the white spine is often is often an early omen of impending doom. The first to scout out enemy territory, Valic relies on his falcon cinder to serve as an additional set of eyes and ears in the wild. With the return of Illythia, it is Valic's mission to infiltrate the kingdom of Zlanya and to carve a clear path to the castle Silverhorn in hopes that it will lead to eventual conquest. So he has a really cool, this is his bird, his hawk, that is his eyes and ears too. He is just really cool. And he's got like that that shield on his eyes, so he only flies where he's supposed to. But it's really cool. And then these little the leather cords and stuff coming down from tying it. It's just really cool. It's really, really cool. And then this is him. He comes, we put on his little cape. He's got, which the cape is really awesome. He has a sword that hooks on his belt and a quiver of arrows that hooks on. He has a hood. You can see that he has like those little vampire teeth. His bow is really cool too. He comes with an arrow also. And yeah, his outfit is just really, I mean, that belt, and then he's got like 2 little pouches. It's just really cool. I like the polka dots on his outfit. He's just a pretty cool bad guy. His nose is like, they look like bats. So creepy. And then we have our final guy over here, which he is also very cool. This is Lord Bardrick Autumnborn. He is, let's see what this says. Okay, the return of the Soul Spiller, which, oh my gosh, how is there a creepier bad guy weapon than Soul Spiller? To Illythia and her faction of vampire children have created great unrest in the realm of Zlanya. As the lord of the fabled harvest court, Lord Bardrick Autumnborn is bringing forth his army of forest dwellers to Castle Silverhorn's aid, located deep within the woods of Ambrion. The harvest court is a mystical gathering of ancient warriors dedicated to protecting the lands of Zlanya. Lord Bardrick's wisdom, knowledge, and soft-spoken kindness are an asset to Artemis that is only matched by his skill with his mighty axe. So this guy is also just really cool. Like, his sword is huge. It has like these little blades on the side, which are really cool. I love his whole look. I love the color scheme. Like I said already, you know, like the little details. The leaves are cool on his antler crown headband thing. I love his braids. He has like these little buckles that go all the way down his armor on the side. It's cool that he has like the shirt on. It's not just his muscles, you know, it's his shirt. That looks really cool. His belt is really cool, and this is like a rubbery piece. It's not like hard plastic. It just looks awesome. It looks really cool. His pants are like that too. Like, he actually has pants and they're not just muscles. It's really cool. His eyes are pretty. They're like this really pretty green. He's got those elf ears like the princess. And then this piece is really cool too, over by his neck. It's just, they are just so cool and I love them. He has like, his belt buckle too is like this little medallion thing. It's just really cool. I am loving these guys, and it's been really fun to check them out, to read about them. You can really like reading the story and reading their bio like you want to watch the movie. Like, it's so, there's just so much to it, and you can really see and imagine what, you know, what they're doing and what the story is, and it's very cool. So I want to know, what do you guys think? Which one of these is your favorite? Do you have any of these? And yeah, tell me, what would you get if you got a chance to get these? Would you get the good guys or would you get the bad guys? Do you like vampires or do you like woodland creatures? So let me know, and I will see you guys next time with some more Mo2 figures.